and welcome back to my channel. My name is Saunav and I love learning languages. Now, it doesn't matter if you are a Sigma level polyglot or a beginner just starting to learn your second language. There's a high chance that you make a lot of mistakes in your foreign languages. And some of them are funny, some of them are embarrassing. And a few days ago, I couldn't sleep. So around like 5 a.m., I contemplated for a while and thought about like some embarrassing mistakes that I had made throughout my years of language learning. So yeah, in this video, I'm gonna talk about the mistakes which you can learn from them and like how they were funny. So yeah, without further ado, let's get down to business. No sé cuánto vamos a ganarse. At number 6, we have the Spanish one. So this mistake takes us to like a year and a few months ago when my Spanish wasn't that great. The context is like I was with my cousin next to me. I was talking to, I think, Colombian or Venezuelan woman, and yeah, I wanted to say like my cousin thinks that you are bonito, like that you are beautiful, and I said like mi primo piensa que eres bonito. She was confused for a while, and you mean bonita? She said like, because in Spanish, if you were talking to a woman, you gotta say bonita, not bonito. Bonito is for like males. So yeah, that was kind of embarrassing. I mean, if you like mix up the genders of objects, it doesn't really matter that much. But if you are talking to some mujeres and you mix up the gender, it's just a little embarrassing, I guess. In number 5, we have to write and to urinate in dressing. Now, this is not a mistake that I committed like one time. I committed it like several times, and I still can't learn it. Now, in dressing, pisat with the stress on the second syllable means to write, and pisat with the stress on the first syllable. Pisat means to urinate. Okay, when I'm talking to someone in Russian on Discord, and if I don't understand a word they're saying, I ask them to write that, and I tend to say like pisat instead of pisat. You know what I mean, right? I still can't tell which one means which one, but yeah. So it's super embarrassing, like saying to urinate instead of to write. In number 4, we have R in English. Now, I used to learn other languages mostly in English, and I think like I use English more than my native language, even if I don't live in any English-speaking countries. So yeah, I don't really consider English to be a foreign language, but what I think is like my accent is like super tough for some people. Though there's a lot of people who say like it's not that hard, like they can understand me like almost 99% or 100% if I answered clearly. And there was even a guy who said like my accent is kind of easier to understand than like most of American accent. I don't know about that, but like yeah, people can hardly understand me sometimes. And then yeah, the issue is exactly that. Now, around a few months ago, I was in a VC on Discord with my friend speaking German, and I wanted to ask him if his followings on Instagram were public because like I could like watch his content in German to practice my German. So I asked him, "Are your followings public?" He was like, "What?" And I went, "Are your followings public?" He didn't understand me. So I wrote what I said, and he said like I said aura. Aura following's public. It doesn't make any sense, right? Now, as I'm trying to learn IPA, I can understand like what the mistake was. Like R. It sounds like R, not R, if you know what I mean. So yeah. At number 3, we have a mistake in German. Now it's not an oral mistake, but a written one. What happened was like, okay, I created my server on Discord on like the 26th of April, I guess. On the 28th, we were like chatting on the Discord server, and somebody asked me like how many languages I spoke. So I like wrote the languages that I could speak at that time, right? I mean, I couldn't really speak none of them, but yeah. And somebody said this message in German, and I had been learning German for like I don't know 20 days. 25 days. Oh yeah, 26 days because I had started on the 1st of April, so 26, yeah. And then somebody sent this message, which meant like, can you speak all those languages well, or like, can you speak all those languages fluently? And I said like, yeah, I can have conversations in them. They're not like perfect. He said this one, which means like, then you can't say you spoke those languages fluently. And I thought like he was asking me for like, demonstration of me speaking those languages. So I said yes, meaning like now in German. Like people were confused, like, what do you mean yes? What do you mean it's? And I explained the meaning of that like now, because I had like misunderstood him, right? He said like, then I can't say that I can speak all these languages. But I thought like he was asking me for like demonstration of me speaking those languages. So yeah, it was really embarrassing, but yeah, it doesn't really matter. Like right now, before recording this video, I went over those messages, and I'm glad that I could understand everything now with literally no issue. And number 2 is like I am dead in French. I think it's a mistake that I committed like a few hours before contemplating about all the mistakes that I had made. So okay, I was texting someone, I think in English in French, yeah, and I was also reading a book, Los Hábitos Atómicos, like the Atomic Habits in Spanish. And I wanted to say like, finally, I'm done with the book for today. So I said like, enfin, je suis fini avec le livre or avec le bouquin pour aujourd'hui. Like I didn't know bouquin didn't mean book, like it meant something else. Booklet, I guess. And je suis fini is like I'm dead. If I want to say like I'm done with the book, I should say like c'est fini, not je suis fini. Je suis fini means like I'm finished, like I'm dead. So yeah, it was like kind of funny. It was not really embarrassing, but kind of funny, I guess. And at number 1, we have a classic one, sos recto in Spanish. Now this mistake is not that old either. I think it's been like 1 month since I committed this. The thing is like I was in a VC with my friend on Discord, and then like some other people came and they were asking like if they were like trans or like stuff like that. And I wanted to ask someone if they were straight or not. So I said like sos recto because recto means straight, right? Like linea recta, like a straight line. Like you only use recto when talking about like a line and like, I guess things. I guess like I can't think of anything that's straight, but yeah. So like a line. Like if you wanna ask someone if they're straight or not, you use the word hetero, like heterosexual. So yeah, it was kind of funny. Like people were confused for like a few seconds, and yeah, they laughed so hard. But like I'm thinking, like why not make this a trend, right? Let's just start saying sos recto or eres recto, even if it's wrong. Like let's just say it so much that eventually the dictionary or like language like reformers or whatever they are, they will like eventually have to change the rules of the language, and eventually it would be correct to say sos recto even if it's wrong right now, if you know what I mean. Let me know what you think about that in the comment section. Does it mean like language learning is super hard and like natives will make fun of you for making mistakes in their language? No, it's not like that. Like you could be making thousands of mistakes and people will still understand you, and it's enough. Like the whole point of language learning is communication. It doesn't matter like if you make thousand mistakes. So yeah, with time like you will get rid of all the mistakes that you make right now. So yeah, see you in the next video. Till then, ciao.